Johnny 2B.
And I'm Hopeless Romance.
And we're here giving you another fine fan fiction, The Lion King, my version 1, Escape from the Elephant Graveyard. Characters belong to Walt Disney. Music belongs to Tim Rice, Elton John, and Hans Zimmer. Right?
Yes.
Alright, well, here we go. Escape from the Elephant Graveyard, Chapter 9.
Yeah, it sure is.
Simba and Nala are walking up to their gigantic elephant skull.
I wonder if its brains are still inside, Nala asked.
There's only one way to know. Come on, let's go check it out. As Simba and Nala were going to the elephant's skull, Bluey and Sweetie had spotted the cubs, landed on a nearby rib cage to watch. What is Daddy, Simba, and Nala doing? Sweetie asked. Looks like they're exploring his skull, Bluey murmured in explanation. But I don't like it. What do you think we should do? Sweetie asked. Observe them for the moment, but if you see any trouble, I want you to stay here and I will get help. Good idea, Bluey. Simba and Nala were getting closer and closer to inside the skull.
Sugar, I'm getting scared, Nala frighteningly said.
It's okay, Nala. If you don't want to continue to this dangerous place, then we will go right now, Simba said.
No, I am not leaving unless you want to.
The cubs got closer and then laughing was heard. 3 hyenas walked out of the skull.
Well, what do we have here?
I don't know, Shenzi. What do you think, Ed? Ed laughs like a lunatic. Just what I was thinking! A trespassing duo! Banzai said.
And what are those on your eyes? Shinzi questioned. Senji pulls off the sunglasses from Simba and throws them onto the ground.
Hey, those were mine, given to me as a gift, Simba cried out. A gift? What makes you so special to get a gift? Banzai asked. Well, if you did know, I am Prince and future King of the Pride Lands, Simba said confidently. The trio started circling the cubs. Puh! You guys can't do anything to me, Simba said.
Simba, please, let's go home now, Nala pleaded.
As they were about to leave, Shenzai cut them off.
I know, I got one. Make mine a cub sandwich. What do you think, Shinzi? The trio was laughing. Then Ed noticed that the cubs weren't laughing and motioned to Banzai that the cubs had escaped.
What's the hurry? We'd love to have you stick around for dinner. Bluey and Sweetie heard and saw what was happening. Bluey flew off to get help while Sweetie went closer to watch. What is it, Ed? Shenzai asked.
Did we or just did it go?
No, why?
Because there it goes, Banzai shouted.
Simba and Nala ran as fast as they could and slid down a vertebrae. Then Simba separated from Nala when climbing a bunch of bones. Simba heard Nala call his name. Simba! Nala ran back to save Nala. Hey, that's my girlfriend, you smelly stinky mutts! Simba scratches Shanzai on the cheek to let Nala escape.
Shinzi growled at him. Sweetie flies down. Come on, guys, follow me.
2 cubs follow Sweetie that was led to a dead end. Sweetie ushers them to climb the wall, but then the cubs realized they couldn't climb, so they tried climbing other bones and then fell down to the ground. The trio of hyenas slowed down and walked towards the cubs. Here, kitty, 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 Banzai said. Rawr, rawr, rawr!
That was it? Come on, do it again, Shinzi teased.
Simba attempted to roar, but a piercing roar was heard. The hyenas were shocked to hear that when Mufasa appeared out of nowhere and tackled the trio to the ground. Just then Bluey and Sweetie joined the cubs and Mufasa pinned the trio. Silence! The king boomed. If you ever come near my son again, the king shouted with death glares in his eyes.
Oh, this is your son?
I didn't know that. Did you, Banzai? Me? No, Shenzai. Did you?
No, of course not.
Did you, Ed? The two look at Ed. He looks and nods up and down like an idiot. Mufasa roars again. Toodles! Banzai said as they run away. Just then Zazu flies in. Oh, your majesty, I am so sorry I am late, Zazu beseeches to Mufasa. Silence! Zazu, where the hell have you been? Sorry, but Mr. Chumby claimed Kula needed help, so I had to leave him behind, he said nervously. Enough of these excuses, Zazu. From now on, you are with me, understood? Yes, sire. Of course, your majesty, Zazu choked out. Thank you, Mr. Bluey and Mr. Sweetie, the birds bowed. Simba and Nala jumped out. Dad, you deliberately disobeyed me, Mufasa yelled at his son. Dad, I'm sorry, Simba mumbled. Let's go home. As the six were going home, Nala whispers,
I think we accomplished our dare.
As the sun was setting and angry Mufasa was leading the six back home, Mufasa calls to Bluey and Sweetie. Bluey and Sweetie, you are excused for this evening. They're birds and went back to Mama Toto's cave. Zazu, the king roared. Zazu flies to Mufasa. Yes, your majesty? Zazu says weakly. Take Nala home. I need to teach my son a lesson. Bluey, the cubs heard that and Simba ducked down. Nala approached Mufasa.
Your majesty, it wasn't Simba or my idea.
If it wasn't your idea, then why did you two go to a forbidden place that was dangerous? Mufasa questioned.
It was a bet, your majesty.
A bet? Zazu, you may go home. I'd like to have these two alone with me, if you please. Yes, your majesty. Zazu bows and flies away from the king to go home. So Nala, tell me about this bet. Simba pads over to his dad. Well, it's more like a dare, Dad, Simba explains. With who?
Well, Chumby dared us to go. Says that we would be chicken future rulers if we didn't.
So Nala and I took the challenge and proved him wrong that we were brave enough to go anywhere, Simba explained. Simba and Nala, being brave doesn't mean you two should be going looking for trouble. But I thought monarchs aren't supposed to be scared of anything, Simba said. I was today. I thought I might lose you. You were? Yes. I guess kings get scared, huh? But you know what? I bet those hyenas were even scareder. That's 'cause no one messes with your dad. Come here, you! Simba and his son decided to go play fight, and Mufasa gave his son a nudgie. Then Simba and Mufasa were in the stars, and Nala approached closer to the two play fighting. Dad, we're pals, right? Right. And we'll always be together, right? Simba, let me tell you something that my father once told me. Nala, you could listen since your mother was once a former royalty. Thanks, your majesty. Simba and Nala, I want you to look at the stars. The great kings of the past look down from us from above. I'm sure your grandfather is up there as well, Nala.
Really?
Yes. And so when you two feel alone, and you feel down and out, those kings will be there to be your guide. And so will I. Meanwhile, back at the elephant graveyard, the hyenas were grumbling about how they hate lions and how much pain they were in. Man, I hate lions, Banzai said.
So pushy, Shenzi added.
And man, are they ugly.
Ugly.
The two said in unison. Oh, we lions aren't that bad. Scar boomed and steamed and vent came from the vents. Cliffhanger, see y'all soon.